Hello everyone, welcome back to the Book of Hours. The seasons will pass, don't worry, there's no diary, except in Numa. Okay. Speaking of, so, where we left off, we had, rather foolishly, a mistake was made. We didn't account for the fact that we would need a specific effort card to upgrade this, or to use these lessons. Let me just grab my notepad. Our FET could make use of, but it seems that we're going to lose these lessons, as I believe Numa doesn't last more than one day. If it does, we're grand. We can absolutely salvage those, but don't think so. I suppose we should at least try to... Oh no, we're already trying, are we? What's going on over here? Recovering Tryst? Yes. In potentially more cheery news, hey look, we have a cat. Feed some animals and earn their loyalty. Feed this one and earn its patience. We can feed it, I believe. We got some mackerel. We can feed you with, I don't know, anything really. So, I swear in the past, learning lessons or upgrading lessons, we haven't had to use a specific element of the soul. I may have just been not paying attention to that part, but I always felt it was in a similar way. You can use any one. So, what are we doing? Let's accelerate time. A full belly makes a helpful friend. This beastie is now inclined to cooperate. Okay. So I assume we do that to I like pet cat. Oh, were you hoping to work on that desk? I assume they cooperate, like we employ them for something and then employ, have them help out in something and then they want to be fed again. Leave them in the music room for now. I like the purring. Cool. Well, we've at least unlocked this one, what did that give us in regards to memories? The serpent, twin serpent, tantra, memory of a pattern. Oh yeah, obviously. The thing we still have. Adjusting that. Okay. So, we have enough time to have used this. And we can consider our edicts liminal with our tryst, one of our lessons, and that. Yeah. If you haven't already committed it, I'm just thinking, let's give this a try. No sense in using both, even though one will be lost. I'm thinking if there's a way to... Are there any recipes we can use that wouldn't consume a memory? Like, maybe it'd reject the recipe if it didn't have the right, sort of thing. if we could somehow steal hold of this lesson. I can imagine if we tried to consider, but that wouldn't work. If we tried to consider a book and failed, I think it still consumes the memory. Though I'm not sure if it would for a persistent one. And this, yeah, it has been committed, so it's not the most dire of things. We can't use this higher up on the Tree of Wisdoms anyway, but I would have liked to have had it stronger, as both Moth and Knock are very valuable skills to have. Is there a way we can steal it from Numa? What can I throw in? I can't even throw anything in there, so... We don't even reside there currently. I forgot how loud that was. Oh, I didn't even notice those candles. Maybe here? Remembrance, memory, soul. What do we have in here? Lantern 2. Does that not want to go? Oh, because it doesn't have sky. Correct. I'm looking for something with... That'll do. There is potential here for apprentice level knock recipe. Does it not have... Oh, fucking skill 2, not lantern 2. I'm trying to do something... Maybe if we aren't using the thing, no matter. Oh well. I'm pretty sure. I get the feeling we can't. Watchman's paradoxes would work. Tanglebrag. That was the plant, wasn't it? Somewhere around that thing. I think I'm just gonna, because I'm pretty sure this will consume the lesson, even though the lesson does nothing in the recipe. I'm umming and ahhing about this too much. Throw that in there, and we will see what happens when Numa ends. There we go. Daybreak. It persists. Now can we cancel the recipe? Edict's Liminal. No, yeah. I was thinking, like, did we have a brief window? Because that Trist had time to refresh, so this recipe finished before the end of Numa. However, we would have had an exhausted Trist and no Vet. So we wouldn't have been able to start the other one. So, okay. If it survives out of that, it might. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And what's happening elsewhere? Uncanny Labours. Okay, so what are we doing? Sorry about that, I was trying to weasel my way out of the consequences of my own actions. So, we are... Yep. Where do we want... We don't even... There you go. Sit in the window. Oh well. Maybe someday we'll learn how to weasel our way out of that situation, or maybe we'll just be smart enough not to fall into it in the first place. It's probably for the better. Clouds are quite boring, sadly. Nope, those are all 12 aspects. These are the things we're considering. So what the hell do we want to do today? We have a bunch of parcels and packages to consider. What did we pull out of? What did we get out of? We got these in Numa and trumpeter lilies. No, the trumpeter lilies came out in the summer. Maybe the Lenten rose. I don't know. Ooh, those look nice. Moon orchids. In spring and summer, honey. Okay. I don't think we have any of those. I will pick those so we have more room for flowers. These... Nothing happens here also. Those plants are floating. Over here. We can throw that in there with some heart. So, one thing I wanted to do today, other than the run-of-the-mill reading through books and opening parcels, I wanted to test out some inks and find maybe recipes for inks, because we have these 3 skills: inks of revelation, of power, and of containment. Might as well see if we can use them. So what are we looking for? So moon, winter, not just moon and winter. I'm going to possibly, yeah, I'll you don't really need to see too much of this, but I'm gonna poke around and see if I can find anything obvious. And if I do, I will do some editing or something and, you know, make sure to include it. So yeah, wish me luck. So for a apprentice level, moon thing creates catwink, which is an ink. Obviously we're using catwink to make some more, which is probably not the smartest thing, but that's an option. If we can muster up enough moon from somewhere else. This only has 1, so it might be able to... whatever has 2. Although that will create a salt sign, so that has 1. Midnight mark. Okay, that's another thing to write down. Hang on. Why does this create a salt sign? So moon aspect can create a salt sign as well as a rose. Interesting. What does a... do we not have a salt sign at the moment? And that has some moon. Eigengrau. Okay. So the that makes sense. This stuff over here, which we can make from winter plus inks of containment to a 5th level. We can also make it with moon, which makes sense. It's a bit of both. So so this shows it really does depend on the skill, what you can produce, if you will. We have anything else with moon? I should really be hovering over this, because that'll show a bit easier. This one here. Nothing comes to mind. You have enough moon for apprentice level moon recipe, but perhaps there's no suitable skill here. So it is possible that a skill just doesn't have a recipe for that. Okay. How do I quantify this? How do I record this? I think the best course of action is gonna be to make a list of all the skills and for each power level indicate what they produce. So that's gonna be a thing. Okay, I'm gonna do some more editing. Oh yeah. Fuck me, that's a list. Okay, so I've written out. By the way, I'm back. So I've written out every skill twice with both aspects that they have. So like Anabari and Lapidary. If we use that in something forge related, I don't want to put it in the actual forge because that is loud. I don't know. This one. Do we have the things for it? I don't fully know. Metal. We might be able to have a sneak peek at something to put in there. Is that other metal? Oh, it's in the thing, isn't it? Way over here. That's still in use. Cool. So, yeah, as we are able to, I will endeavour to try and fill in some of the blanks on our list, because currently it's all entirely blank because I forgot to. I've fried my brain writing all that out. I haven't been able to take stock of what things I can put in, although I did just figure out all of the moon skills to a 5th degree. Fine, I'll do it. Sure. So 5 degrees of forge with Anbari and Lapidary, bit of black salts. Got it. This one also a bit of black salts. I imagine it's going to be quite common. Yep. Westcott's compounds. Okay. A bit of black salts again. I'm gonna have a go at this, and if there's anything irregular that I've not noticed, say for example Westcott's compounds, I might go away and have a crack at that. We can give this a try because we're not going to consume any of these. Sure. Let's see what it is. Anyway, I'm going to do some more experimenting. Yeah, see you in a bit. Just the one? Wow. Quenching and quelling is our only heart skill at this time. Regensburg Balm. Applebright. Beguiling Melody. Desire and Disillusions. Yep, the big red ones. Witching Tism, something. Leaves and Thorns. Yep, same thing. That one there. Big red one. Beguiling Melody. This it's not sure. Hills and Hollow. Same thing. Inks of Power. Prohibite. Earth and Pilgrim. Yep, same thing. There's biscuits. Drag you over to here. That in there. That in there. We're on 4. And then that. Awakened feather. Confounding parable. Which I recall the name of, so we've seen it before. Wistful air. Furs and feathers. Awakened feather. Unsurprising. Glass bright. Dear day lens. Okay. Oronoscopy. Wistful air. Awakened feather once more. And lastly, the Watchman's thing. Nope, the other one. That's, how do we rectify that? What can we put into here? Close? No. Over here we can maybe try with this. Piece of the soul. We want to avoid using lantern, which is... no, I want sky. Papers. Do we have... I don't think we have sky paper. Or... yeah. Oh wait, we have a load of instruments, don't we? Soul, skill, inspiration... No, if we have the right memories later. Oh, that was the... Okay, moon next. Desire and... disillusions. Midnight mark. Then hills and hollow. Salt sign. Inks of containment. Catwink. Oronoscopy. Nothing, I believe. Pearls and tide. However that is spelled. Secret threshold. Edicts liminal. Again. Glass blowing and vessel crafting. Ooh. Amethyst ampule. Where is that? That's there. Another secret threshold. Edicts liminal. Gives Tanglebrag. Inks of revelation. Paint moth gold. Ooh, that's interesting. Tanglebrag again. Transformations. Yes, and liberations. Nothing. Okay. Do we even have a winter tool? I don't think we do. I'd equate the serpent style glass to a winter tool because it's... well, maybe not really. Maybe, yeah, maybe not. I was thinking initially like, it's your time running out sort of thing, but no, I agree. It's not dead, it's merely changing. Cool. Inks of containment. Eigenground, yep. Quenching and quelling. Again, more Eigenground. Ragged crossroads. Bittersweet certainty. And sights and sensations. Eigenground. Yeah, I think that'll do. 10th level. Ink of containment with scholar level plus flower creates Solomon's preparation. Is quenching and quelling. Again, Solomon's preparation. Next we have ragged crossroads. Sure. Is it all of them or what are we dealing with here? Because they all have flower in them, so they all meet the criteria, but if I didn't have flower, would it be telling me you can do something else with it? Yeah, okay. So the presence of flower in a winter 10 seems to produce Solomon's preparation. I'm wondering if something else would change that. What has to winter? I mean, Solomon's preparation does. How can we muster this? We can... up here, maybe? We have the beverage. We have a skill. We have... So, if we had the right memory, I reckon we could. And then it would probably be telling us, hey, you need to add something, hopefully, other than flour to get something hopefully other than Solomon's preparation. But anyway, for now, back to what I was doing before, which was the rose thingies. If it wants to give me Aragi control. And then we need Inks of Power, Salt Sign, Path and Pilgrim, more Salt Sign, Pearl and Tide, more Salt Sign, Preliminal Meter, Confounding Parable. That again also seems like something I could quite easily get Rose 10 using that, using Vet and something else quite strong, though yeah, we'll hold off on understanding our 10th level substances for now. I think next up we need Lantern. Ooh, that's strong. Fast 2 and that ink. We will in fact be creating something of 10th level with this by accident a few times. We need to take it to a desk though. Inks of Revelation. Mixed pigment of blinding white, the first precursor of one of the great inks. Or for a scholar level recipe, if I add glass, I can resolve it into a more potent lantern liquid, the second precursor of the great ink. Okay. Sure, I will try and make a note of that. Plus glass equals better ink question mark. Yeah, we can't mix glass with ink at this time, I don't think. Really, we just want... There we go, refill again. Sort these. Oh, our pyroglyphics is currently in use. Watchman's Paradoxes. Yep, so we take out Frost and we put in something a bit weaker. There we go. Tanglebrag. Nectar next. That's all in use, so I will do it later. And Edge, fine, I'll finish off. Finish the job. What gives Edge? Arab gives 1. This guy can use Edge. Skill. So 2 Arab is that. How much do we even get from Ragged Crossroads? 2. We would need to throw in some sort of memory of violence. Fuck it. I'll do it later. Okay, so I've made a record of most 5th level things as soon as I find. There we go. Our pyroglyphics and insects and nectars are currently in use, so we haven't been able to make a record of that. Likewise, Watchman's Paradoxes, given the lantern addiction it has, our Fost provided too much sky and kind of overrid that and tried to make a sky recipe using it, which is Tanglebrag. So we will find a way to see what Watchman's Paradoxes gives for Sky 5 later. We are in the process of making that. Why isn't that cross isn't working? Weird. Okay, so what are we doing? I have to put into perspective. I spent this before editing. We're at an hour in this recording. This is gonna fucking suck to edit because I'm gonna have to be cutting out so much. I don't know how long this episode is gonna be because I just left the whole thing recording. I'm gonna say we can leave it off here. We didn't actually unpause this episode, pretty much. No, we did. We saw the end of Numa and said farewell to one of our lessons of Edict's Liminal. C'est la vie. But in regards to my cheat sheets and my notes, we made some astounding progress. We now know pretty much all of our skills, what their respective aspects would give. Fuck knows if you can, say, just throw enough edge at a Anabarian lapidary and see what that might produce. That's probably is a thing, but fuck me, am I gonna go find that? No. we can do what we can with the skills we have, and I'm not gonna stretch beyond that for now. There are a few things, hopefully in editing, I plucked out me mumbling, oh, here's a new thing I haven't heard of before. But yeah, there's a few things we've seen before. Amethyst ampule is some sort of tincture. Where is it? There it is. Things like that where I was like, oh, that's quite interesting. But also other things. Witching Tisan, paint, moth gold. We should probably give those a try and see what they are. But that'll be for next time or beyond. For now, I have to call an end to this recording to give both my current self and my editing self a bit of a break. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you leave a like or leave a comment, what have you, if you will. And until next time.